how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the daunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
You human trafficking.
Honorable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
I call for the immediate release of this minister in the Temple of God.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank.
She said 3,000 naira is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth, the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
State level or the local government level declaring a suspension of an office holder like a state party chairman.
Okay.
And since the world has not done anything such, the publicity secretary and his cohorts that was declared by the other executives that they are under suspension know that even they have been expelled from the party. You know, every mad dog looking out for the way to harmonize or call them back to discuss in a roundtable. But what I know too well is that both them that declared the suspension and the people that annul their own declaration does not have the jurisdiction of the impediment.
You're right. Jackson, what is your take on this?
Well, I want to support what my brother just said. To me, I see it as a democratic rascality, because something that is against the norm, against the practice of any democratic system. If some persons just want to bring it up and to see if when the second dose of PDP was removed, it started from the ward. Even when Iyosayu was removed, it started from the ward. So to me, I just believe there are some aggrieved and disgruntled elements that want to be recognized. And possibly if they strike hard, they may call them for negotiation. But I think that has been overtaken by the event in which.
All right. And on to the next story. Fresh crisis is brewing in the National Assembly between the 10th Senate, led by President Godswill Akpabio and Senator Alin Dume, representing Borno Central, and the erstwhile Chief Whip of the Senate. Dume has rejected the official request to vacate his current office on the 4th floor of the Senate complex to make way for the new Senate Chief Whip, Tahir Monguno, Senator representing Borno North. Following his removal as a principal officer by the APC Senate caucus on July 17, President Akpabio, however, Senator Ndume has resisted this move. In a letter dated July current office, the letter signed by Yati Shah, National Assembly,
and I sympathize with Mr. President because a lot of persons around him are trying to create political enmity for him awaiting 2027. The Senate rule, that office was occupied before by Senator Gbemisola Saraki. And the Senate rules, by lawlessness of the Senate, excesses and mismanagement of the Senate by Senator Godswill Akpabio, and they brought something that has not happened before in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to the Senate in a way that the national chairman of the party wrote to the Senate president, and the letter of the national chairman of the party was read on the floor of the Senate. It is an aberration of the legislative rule, because this man is not a governmental office holder. That's Ganduje. Legislative law that a letter of a party chairman could be read on the floor. That happened. Aliyu Dume did not take it as an offense. He said that he was not voted by his people to the Senate to go and occupy the office of the chief whip. He had no problem with that. And they gave him what they call in the Senate there is a non-juicy committee.
Committee on tourism.
Yeah, it's not juicy. You understand? But it's a punitive action. And if it's a senator that go to the Senate for pecuniary reasons, it would have been painful to him. But Aliyu Dume is not somebody like that. So, the presidency, the presidential candidate did not win. So, all these things they are doing, I think the parties will wade into this issue. I know I have a lot of senators as friends. I have a lot of members of House of Representatives as friends. I know their offices are allotted according to their ranking. The political history of Nigeria is trying to push Aliyu Dume out of the Senate. His people will bounce back against the party 2027. They should tread softly.
All right. Churchill, what is your take on this issue?
First of all, I want to take exception from what my brother, a man I love so much, have said concerning Akpabio. Akpabio is not the worst senator in the history.
Senate president
in the history of Nigeria. Let me come to the issue concerning the Ndume and the senators. Ndume is a legislator. He knows the business of the legislative system. I'm talking as a former legislator, but at the lower chamber.
Okay.
I know too well that it is in the power of the Senate president to allocate offices. It is clear that it's in his power to locate offices. And I know too well that during the allocation of the offices, it was allocated based on the friendship they had.
No, based on seniority.
Based on
seniority basis. Hold on, let me read this. Let me pick out what Aliyu Dume said. He said I want to pick out something you can react on that. He said, I am directed to inform you that this distinguished Senator Mohammed Aliyu Dume has rejected the allocation of office number 310 by the committee. This is because offices are traditionally, traditional.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I said it is in the right of the Senate president to allocate offices. Okay. Because nobody comes to the Senate house and pick him and say, this is my office. The Senate president will allocate the offices. And now, they allocated the office. The person that reacted to this, Aliyu Dume, the confidential secretary, reacted on behalf of Aliyu Dume. What is that? A member that was elected chief whip in the house was removed because of a letter written by his own party chairman. Not that he is playing anti-party.
Not that he broke the rule of
Not that he broke
the
the
party
rule of
said
the
he
House.
played anti-party.
Not that he broke the rule of
the Senate.
If you play anti-party, we start from your ward treating your matter.
Okay.
Then your ward will now declare that this man has played anti-party. They will start the process of your suspension.
Okay.
Now, these things has been done. His word did not write, you understand, against him. Neither did his word belong to. Somebody that was elected in the floor of the house as a legislator will be automatically removed.
I'm not
playing anti-party. That's his sister.
Okay, he's playing a Lindume card. Anyway,
No, he's not playing a Lindume card.
I'm not playing
He's playing the right card.
the right card.
All right. Now, very quickly, I want to point out two things. The first one, you talked about the Senate president having the right to allocate offices at his discretion. Yes. Now, however, from the letter that was written, even if you recall when Senator Nengi's issue happened, you know, Ned Woko came out to say that monies are being shared according to seniority. Constituency projects are shared according to seniority in the Senate House, according to ranks. And he said he's a ranking senator, and he receives over ₦1 billion. And some people receive 500 million and even lesser, according to your rank. So that already establishes the fact that there is rank in the Senate, and preferences are given to senators according to their rank. Now, Senator Alin Dume, writing to the chairman of the Senate Services Committee and saying that he will not leave his office because in order of seniority, that the only person that is his senior in this.
So they should look at the solution of Nigeria as it is now, and stop the issue of personal witch hunting in the side of the senators ranking. Yes, I think has been there since. You understand? This is not his first term. Based on that,
that is why he's the ranking senator.
Alin Dume is that should be respected when it comes, and he has also seen it that the public, the people now matters. You understand? So whatsoever thing we have to do to that Nigeria will be better, we should do it.
All right.
It doesn't matter the party you belong to. They should allow Alin Dume to remain in his office.
Okay.
And look at the problem of Nigeria. Look at the solution to it. That is all.
All right. Just before you go on with what you have to say, very importantly, I feel it's important to also bring out another salient point. Goes to the ruling party, in this instance, APC. So probably APC built on that to write to the Senate president and say, we don't want this man as the chief whip because apparently he's not representing his party very well. So the party is believing, even though he's being elected on the mandates of the people, the party believes, APC, by the reason of that letter, that party is supreme against the mandate of the people. But then, you are an APC man. What do you have to say to that?
That can be read to the Senate, on the floor of the Senate, is from the government. As it stands today, Ganduje is not recognized by law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria like a councillor. A councillor is a government functionary. Ganduje is a party functionary. He do not have the power. But just because maybe they don't like the stand
of Alin Dume,
when it comes to issue, they see him as somehow controversial.
Not in line with party.
Not in line with the party.
No